Susul.
Hello, and welcome to Under the Plum Bob, a podcast about The Sims. We're here. This is the fourth week in a row. You know what this is. We're doing a Maxis bracket of towns in the Sims game, and you've heard Sims 1, you've heard Sims 2, you've heard Sims 3, and now it's time for the final leg before the Final Four. We're talking about Sims 4 today. My name is Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Vanity.
Hi, I'm Allie.
And we're gonna do some brackets.
We're sporting.
Yay, Sims Sports Ball!
Sports ball?
Another shout out again for Chelsea Gale, who was the inspiration for this. She tweeted at us, hey, what if you drafted Sims Towns?
Started a whole snowball effect, literally, in our chat, and it turned into this.
I just like that this all went down while Icepocalypse happened.
I think it was like the week before, like a little bit before, but it was coming. I was hungover during this discussion. I went, that sounds like a good idea. I don't understand it, but I think we can do it.
Like, I kept trying to, check in, and I was like, I'm sorry, the Texas is on fire. But not really on fire. It was on ice. Texas is dying! We're all frozen! And if one more person from above the fucking Mason-Dixon line says, well, and our winters have a -2 degrees outside and I don't have clothes and things, I will punch everybody in the face. Because, bitch, we don't know what to do.
And you guys were losing power. Like, it's not like you were just, you just had to deal with the snow and the cold. There was no power. I don't know, there's a bunch of people up here who wouldn't know what to do if the power also, I think we know what to do, but we wouldn't like it. The power went out, and suddenly the temperatures went whoop.
See, what people don't seem to understand, they're like, a lot of the people who are, on the other side of the blue line, they're like, oh, it's because, wind energy doesn't, the turbines froze. And I'm like, bitch, we have 6 of them. We have 6 turbines for the entire fucking area here, and they didn't freeze. You know what's frozen? You know what fucked up? It was the fact that Texas is all on its own personal grid for money, and so when the grid got overwhelmed, we're all on it, because we're all on it. We're all on the same one.
It was too much, and it went, nope, I'm done. Nope.
It's like when you're in your house, and your whole house is on one fucking breaker, so, when your circuit trips, it's like everybody in Texas, plugged in their fucking hairdryer at the same time, and Texas said, flip, flip! And you said no. And they said, we're going to do some rolling blackouts. Our pipes, everybody's pipes froze and burst. Nobody had water. We had to boil our water like it's the fucking 1800s. What the fuck? And you know how many times I forgot? And then I'm like, I'm going to die of dysentery because I keep forgetting to boil my water when I brush my teeth. This is it. This is how I go down.
So, trying to brush your teeth, get dysentery.
It's the Oregon Trail. Vanity died of dysentery and a rattlesnake bite. She is in Texas. Rattlesnake bite and dysentery.
Anyway,
onwards.
Okay. All the towns have been randomly seated. We didn't pick the order. Some of the orders are me in this. I was looking at it going, well, goodbye to that town because you don't match.
I know, right?
We'll do until there's one town left, and then that town will move on to the Final Four, which will be next week, which will be one person from each episode will be there to bring victory to their game. We're already placing bets on the team.
Do you know who's not going to win? Sims 4.
No, it's not. But you can...
The amount of salt that we have for this fucking game, prunes.
Yeah.
I'm slightly salty, but I can get past the salt. Slightly.
There's some towns that I look at and I was like, I would really like to be here. And other towns I look at and be like, wow, this was such a waste of, all right, I guess I paid for this, I guess. Good for me.
Oh, yeah, I feel you on that one. So,
That is true, though.
So everybody grab your libation of sorts, wet your whistle. Tonight I am having a honey citrus blonde from Community Beer Company.
Ooh.
I have a rum and coke, but it's coconut rum because that's what I had, and it's delightful.
Mmm.
Nice.
She put a little lime juice in there for lime and the coconut.
Ooh, lime and the coconut. I got a cucumber and mint vodka with lemonade.
Ooh,
You're
we
much
all
fancier.
fancy.
Well.
So by the way, my backup drink, because this is only one, it's already half gone, is Bishop Cider Company, The Dark Side.
Ooh.
Which is
That's a cool
black
can.
currant cider. I picked it specifically because of one of the things that pops up in this one, even though I've never seen it. I picked it anyway. I'll crack it open when we get to that one.
That was not
For that reason. Okay, let's go. First up,
the two brackets are Willow Creek versus Strangerville, because we're starting with two big hitters, I think. Two bigger hitters than some of these other ones. Willow Creek, Sims 4 base game. It's inspired by New Orleans, which I think I knew before I knew. Like, they did do a good job emulating like a New Orleans feel with this one. There's 21 lots, 6 neighborhoods, 1 secret lot, 16 residential lots, 5 community lots. They have a nightclub. They have a park. They have Movers and Shakers gym. They have a museum and a library. Does anyone use the libraries in Sims 4?
I do sometimes when I need to.
Same. But also sometimes this library has a hot librarian, I found. Not the other ones, but the Willow Creek one can sometimes hide a secret hot librarian. There's 3 new families, 1 returning. The Pancakes, everybody's unfavorite couple. The Spencer Kim Lewis family, the BFF household, and the Goths return for their 4th installment in the Sims franchise. The climate, Willow Creek experiences 4 distinct seasons, so Willow Creek gets the normal seasons. It's hot in the summer, it's stormy, it snows in the winter, there's blizzards. I use this town a lot. The park especially, I use their park most of the time.
I do use their park. I will do that. I usually place other lots in their empty spaces. Like, I'll place like a restaurant. I'll like place something like a little spa somewhere. So I'll use it for that kind of stuff.
I don't want to have to do that though. Like, if I go into an already made house, I kind of just want to be able to pop into it.
And like the open houses, they're very boring on the inside, but I don't know if they did that on purpose. So you could, like, I like the houses. I like a lot of the wraparound porch aspects that happen with a lot of these. The insides are not inspiring. Like, you don't go into a lot of these like empty houses and be like, wow, they did a great job decorating this. I don't know if you do that so you would feel better when you fix it.
Maybe. I always do end up remodeling them the moment if I end up choosing a house in Willow Creek. I do end up remodeling it and putting everything that I want in there because they're boring.
Yes.
Since I'm doing shell challenges more, I'm now seeing like the fun of it. But before I'd be like, I'm just gonna delete this and put somebody who'd already decorated this from the gallery and put it here, so I don't have to do it.
But I feel like it's not bad for like a base game world.
No.
You know?
I don't hate it. There's no hatred. And like, it's a comfortable town. It's a comfortable place to live. And there's like, you could have a big house. They have like little houses. Like there's the different sections of the neighborhoods. The variety of how you could live your life.
I do like the blue velvet lounge though.
It is nice.
My sim will go on dates there sometime, but I'm like, this is such a cute, because I've been to New Orleans, so I've seen like little clubs like that. So I now that they say inspired by New Orleans, I'm like, okay, yes, I can see that. Like a little porch, like there's a little piano or a stage in the corner. There's a bar off to the side, you know, the little outside patio. So it's very.
I always forget about the patio in the back. I don't know what it is, but the patio in the back I forget about all the time. Whenever I lose my sim, it's there.
You lose your sim. Where'd you go? I just think it's pretty. It's one of the it's so it has the water and it has like the greenery.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty to look at.
Yes.
I don't like towns that aren't pretty to look at. Looking at you, Strangerville. Sorry.
That is our next town. Willow Creek is up against just Strangerville.
I know, that was the whole point. I was like,
What a segue. We're getting better. And then we get worse at them, and then we get better again. It's really just all over the place.
Then we try to pull one in, and it's just not working at all. It's like, speaking of this, like, we weren't talking anything about that at all.
I know, but I felt that
but it's fine.
We're trying. Strangerville is from Strangerville, the pack. We're doing our best. Rural desert town, Arizona inspired. Course. 12 lots. 2 neighborhoods. Strangerville Plaza, Shady Acres. It's got the climate. It's hot most of the time. I don't know why I put climate and then put trivia.
Like, is it hot? You know it's hot.
Because it's the desert. Okay, so the crater is supposed to be the size of Windenburg, and that, like, blows my mind. Because then, like, how...
That is crazy.
How big is Strangerville really, then, if that's supposed to be Windenburg size?
This is a good question.
This pack it's okay. I don't, like, particularly get attached to any of the pre-made families. There's feelings towards one of them. What's his face is here. You know, that one guy.
I personally like who's the is it Ted? Is it Ted not Wentworth. It's not JG Wentworth, dear Lord.
The Roswells? Ted Roswell?
Thank you. Ted Roswell.
I'm on the wiki. I'm cheating.
Oh, Teddy.
I do. This is the pack that they started giving us stuff that you could live in a plane that's broken down and live in a bunker. Like, they started getting a little creative with the builds that, like, they were putting in.
A little bit, yeah.
It wasn't just a standard house.
They had, like, the small lot. Yeah, they had, like, a small lot with the trailers you can, like, live in, you know, and that kind of stuff.
Was it a trailer park? Still somehow no.
Look, the only reason why I like Strangerville in general, the only reason why I like Strangerville because they had that random ass bar that had all the military people in it. I thought it was hilarious. That's all I like about this whole thing.
Seven Bells. I think it's the Seven Bells bar.
It's not the Seven Balls. I can tell you that right now.
I said bells, not balls.
Ma'am, you said balls.
I did not.
8 bells. Ding, ding, ding.
8 bells. There we go.
I like being in that bar when Alien Night happens because you're just like, who let this happen? Who poured? Who someone made a mistake, or they really don't.
We're gonna put all the military people here and the aliens. It's gonna be great.
But then they don't do anything. They're just like, I'm an alien, and they're like, I'm a military person. You want a beer? Like they. Which honestly is exactly what would happen in the military.
That's how world peace is going to happen. The aliens will come down, they'll land at a bar.
But that's exactly what would happen. Like if some aliens walked into a bar on a military base, literally all that would happen would be, sup? You want a beer?
The bar's the safe place.
Do you like grilled chicken and steamed broccoli?
So it's tag and the bar is the safe zone.
It is. It's like Switzerland.
Yeah. There's alcohol, and we're not on the clock here.
See, I have wicked whims in my game, and so shit happens at the bar.
With the aliens?
You know what? What happens at the bar stays at the bar.
Or what happens behind the bar stays in the bar.
Or in the bathroom of the bar stays in the bathroom of the bar.
Why are people always in bathrooms at bars?
I don't know, but they always automatically go to the bathroom, and there's a line outside the bathroom of people who are like, oh, and then walking away. And I'm like, people need to go pee.
Did I ever tell that story on the podcast about when I went to the bathroom at, me and my friends were at a bar called Sherlock's, and we went to the bathroom, and one of the bathroom stalls was just a pair of girls' underwear, and we were like,
oh.
Did you step out of them? Did you decide you didn't want them anymore? Like, what was your thought process? Like, you were like, I'm gonna pee. I don't need these. Like, what did you Where are you putting
Lots of stuff.
Because I used to work at a concert venue, and there was a New Year's Eve thing every year, and I have a distinct memory of I was working coat check because that's where the tips are. Because when people come to pick up their coats, they just throw money in the jar and they don't care what it is, and it's great.
Because they drunk.
I hadn't gone to the bathroom for hours, and I was like, I just need to go. So I ran, and I had to go down 2 flights of stairs because it's an old building, and I was like, gotta go. And I looked down, and there's a woman whose legs are pointing the wrong direction for using the bathroom, and I was just looking, and her leg was coming into my stall, and I was like, oh no, if she's still like this when I'm done, I had to go get security. And I was like, well, I'll just go get security then.
Ooh.
So then I went to go get security, and they were banging on where we kept the cleaning supplies, just banging on the door. And they were like, okay, we'll deal with that in a second. And they opened the door, and there was just a guy going to the bathroom where we clean our mops. He somehow got in there and did that. And it's like, it's only 11:30. We're not even halfway through this night. I just went back up. I was
like, it's only 11:30.
Shit, don't close till 2.
Nope.
Fuck.
Oh, it's not closing yet.
I made sure you guys are aware of that lady. Fantastic. I'm gonna go back up because she's facing the wrong way, and I don't trust. Her leg was in my stall.
That's not my job.
Right now, no.
Look, let her do what she needs to do for her free drinks, all right?
Her free drink would be water.
Bar drinks are expensive.
It's true. Get drunk before you go.
All right, so now we have
Strangerville versus Willow Creek. I don't mind Strangerville, but I think it's put up against something I would rather. The question of where would I rather live is Willow Creek.
Of course, because that weird acid rain.
Yeah.
That happens in Strangerville.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay, I know.
You guys haven't heard it yet, but in the Sims 2 stream, and the Sims 2 one where we were talking about, okay, Strange Town, would we want to live? I was like, I don't want to live there because you're going to get abducted or kidnapped. What the drama there is, you don't get to accept it. It's not like the other dramas where, oh yeah, 20 people are cheating on each other in love dramas. This is I'm gonna get kidnapped and tested on scientifically, and I don't want that.
This is some bullshit.
I have standards, and it's not being kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I really just don't want to have to worry about I don't like the welcome wagon as it is, and what I don't need is that welcome wagon.
It's that welcome wagon, and then you gotta look at all those people who are just like, what? As we walk down the street, and I'm like, I don't need you to come near me. Nope.
The one benefit is when you snap out of it, all your needs are as high as they can possibly go. That's the one benefit of Mother taking over your body. Is your needs taken care of.
I actually haven't had my sim have that happen to my sim yet, so I'm like, no.
But by the way, if you haven't played Strangerville, spoiler?
At this point,
play it at least once.
I feel like a year that's your own fault when you play it, at some point. It's a year in. Sims community
you brought this shit on yourself.
Has weirder fish to fry than us spoiling a game pack from when we were still a baby podcast.
That's true.
Yeah.
We were just new.
We were new. We didn't know.
This was I think Strangerville was our first Sims drama. It was exciting for us at the time. Now we're over it.
I think so.
Now we're jaded. Now we're bitter, jaded bitches who are like, what? What are we doing?
2 years into this relationship here.
The rose-colored glasses are off, and all you get is salt.
Nothing shocks us, and we're disappointed. That's all we have for you.
So truly, we're in a relationship.
Yes.
So yes. Yes.
And I feel like we're being used because I just give money to them. Next up is Oasis Springs versus the Magic Realm.
Okay, Oasis Springs versus what?
The Magic Realm.
Magic Realm.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean the shitty world that has nothing in it but glowing orbs? Let's go.
They actually have a few more things than I thought, doing some research.
But Oasis Springs is a Sims 4 base game, so you have this game you have this town no matter what you do. There's 21 lots, 6 neighborhoods, 1 secret. The townies are the land grabs. Zest, who is a land grab, but they don't tell you that in the game because they hate lore. The Calientes with Lothario, he's in there too. Roomies, they're new. So the Sims 4 with seasons, I tried to put like the seasons in here because like it's important to know what you're getting into. So spring and fall tend to be warm or hot and sunny. Summer is heat waves and sunny, and winter is cloudy and cool. So if you hate winter, go here.
Because they don't get snow.
No. And it's a computer, so they won't get glitches like Texas just got last week.
They know their power grid correctly.
Yeah.
Still bitter. Fuck you, Ted Cruz.
Oasis Springs is connected to the other Sims packs. Oasis Springs likes them.
Mm-hmm. Even though Sims 4 does not have lore, you have the people that were lore-y.
Yes.
Like
that's
the
true.
Zests and the Calientes and the Top Hat Monies. Like, come on. Just primo peeps.
Zest is for, I don't know why I like putting Johnny Zest with other. I want to see you happy, man, and I want to see you like. I feel like you would be a good boyfriend, husband. So I just want to put you with someone. So you and hopefully your comedy goal works out. But I always put him and Dina Caliente together. I don't know why.
Really?
Really?
I don't know why. In Sims 4 version of her, she seems like she's not as money grabby as Sims 2 version of her. Like, she wants to be a bartender. That's her main goal, is achieve a bartender thing.
That's a sad goal.
Yeah. Nina, on the other hand, went completely just... I always like her with a land grab kid, because she would wait. She like, you got money? I will wait for this to work out.
She's gonna reverse Anna Nicole them. Sorry, children, if you know who Anna Nicole is. I don't know what to tell you.
Google it and then be sad.
Yeah, her life was trash.
What's the secret lot?
It's the it's behind the land grab house, and it's like a mine, and then you end up.
Is it like the one that's all purpley and stuff?
Yes. I can't remember the name of it,
Okay.
but it's behind the land grab house, and you're in. It's a place you can get different kind of gems you can't find other places.
Oh, the Forgotten Grotto.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. You did it.
I mean, like, okay, would I want to live here? Fuck yes, because A, I have all that drama happening.
And you can just watch the best kind of drama.
Look, I just would go sit at, like, a fucking park or something and just watch the stupidity happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch Dawn do something stupid.
Yes!
Oh, that nightclub is probably gross. Oh,
Huh?
no, that nightclub is probably disgusting. Like,
Oh, you know it's sticky. You know the floor is just sticky. And you're never quite sure, like, what you're sticking to.
A nightclub that Don Lothario goes to, you don't want to go there.
I want to go there just for I just want to go and sit at the bar and just, like, sip on my little, like, mojito and be like, here comes Nina and Dina.
Oh shit, Dawn, what'd you do this time? Which one you piss off? And you just watch going back and forth. Real Housewives of Oasis Springs. What we doing?
That would happen. And I do like the pre-made houses here. I will say, like, a lot of the pre-made houses here, they have an interesting design. Like, there's a modern type that's closer to where the roomies live, and then it gets a little more southwestern.
Was this town modeled after anything, do we know? Or are they just like, it's in their life, they're like, I'm doing it?
Let me see.
Like, I wonder if it was like, they had something in mind.
Hold for Google.
The Googs! But I would live here.
Yeah.
This is one of the couple there's like 3 towns that I would, like 2 towns I would live in. This is one of them. I got, like, Willow Creek I'd visit, but I'm not going to live there. Which is how I feel about New Orleans. I'd visit it, but I wouldn't live there.
It doesn't say if it's based off of anything.
Sims Wiki says just the southwestern United States.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're New Mexico, Arizona, Texas is...
Yeah.
Oasis Springs? Well, I would see more Texas than like New Mexico, Arizona.
Well, especially those top houses, like not the bottom ones or the land grab house, but those top 4 that have, especially with the red roofs. Like I'm betting like they could be clay or clay inspired.
I'd live here though.
I like it.
Oh yeah, they have the Solar Flare Lounge.
Yeah, the lounge would be sticky. Not so much the bar, but the lounge would be gross.
I feel like Rattlesnake Juice Bar would be a very sticky, sketchy
I also
place.
hate the name.
Rattlesnake
juice sounds
it's
like
gross.
Poison.
Well, alcohol.
That's why you throw it up.
But like I always put I always enjoy putting a spa in Oasis Springs. I like putting spas in the island, in the desert places. I don't know why.
Yes.
But my spas exist here.
I feel like Oasis Springs needs a spa. Like I feel like it has enough bougie people. But I also feel like I don't know why the goths don't live here.
It's too hot.
I don't think Mortimer would do well in the sun. I think Mortimer needs clothes. And the children also.
Oh, what's his pants? The murderer?
Alex would not do well. He needs.
Oh yeah, Alex would not.
He needs shadows to hide in. He can't do this town.
He's just skulking.
He's that one goth that skulks.
Have either one of y'all seen Ouran Host Club?
Yeah.
No.
You know the one that has the guy that has the puppet that's just skulking in the dark all the time because he can't. That's who I feel like he would be. He's just in the corner.
What is Alex doing over there? Don't worry about him. He's just
we don't talk
he's
about
skulking.
Him.
He's just skulking.
We don't mention Alex, and it's okay. Anyhow. So of the two, the next we go on to Glimmerbook?
Magic Realm.
Is it? Oh, is it not Glimmerbook? Isn't that the Magic Realm?
They're separated.
They're technically separate.
I have harsher opinions towards one than the other, so. It's a realm of magic. It's a hidden neighborhood. This is the only hidden neighborhood that we have here, I think. That's my song. So you access this through going through a magical portal, as you normally do.
Just a fucking door in the sky.
Neighborhood, because it's a small, partially destroyed town, bit atop floating rocks, completely normal things in a dark void. It's got a unique day and night cycle. It's got like 3 areas. They're technically neighborhoods, I'm sure, by labeling standards, but there's Caster's Alley. You can buy your magic stuff. There's the dueling grounds. You duel there. There's the gardens. There's a greenhouse you can't enter, and it's a real pain in the ass because I want to go in there. And there's plants and resources. Mm-hmm. Why they didn't let you into the greenhouse is like mind-blowing to me. When is
they're like, we don't feel like building or designing for another area. We're just gonna put the outside for it and make y'all wonder
what's in there.
Look, I have so many thoughts on the Magic Realm, and I thought that Glimmerbook and the Magic Realm were going to be like a together thing.
Mm-mm.
But the fact that they're separate, you had one job. One job. Expelliarmus Cup. Give me motherfucking magic. And give me Diagon Alley. And give me fucking Hogsmeade.
That
and
is
give
Diagon
me
Alley.
Hoggy Hogwarts.
Caster's Alley is a spoof from Diagon Alley.
You can't do anything there.
That's the one thing they did. Diagon Alley is buying shit.
You get the vendors. That's where you can buy shit.
You gave me half-assery.
I like
a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
This is showing my cards for later, but if we're separating Glimmerbrook and the Magic Realm, Glimmerbrook is the bigger disappointment than the Realm of Magic.
Oh, the
area.
whole fucking thing was a disappointment. Do you know how excited I was for this? Please take a minute, pause this episode, everyone listening. Go back to when we got word of this pack and how excited I was. Like, I made a song. There was excitement. I was oozing excitement. Have you noticed I have never spoken of it again?
Oh my
Have you noticed words out of my mouth have never been, oh my god, did you guys get Realm of Magic? Never.
Because she saw it and she went,
Because I saw it, I played, I made a giant cauldron of mac and cheese, and I was just pissed.
oh my god, the cauldron of mac and cheese.
I don't care what the fuck this goes up against. This could go up against that fucking burnt ass town of, what is the one that's fucking in the desert that I hate ever so much? It can go up against whatever fucking, there's another one. Isn't there another one that's a burnt ass town?
There's like 15 of those, but
you can go up to any, I hate all those towns. They're not visually appealing to my eyes, but I would pick those over either one of these fuckers.
This is visually appealing. I will accept.
It's very pretty.
It's pretty. And there's a void. Like, I remember going in there and being like, the fuck? Where the fuck are we? Is this the Outlands or World of Warcraft? What the fuck is this? I do wish we could go, like, into the stores. Like, I don't know why they felt the need to deny us going. This is going to happen again through another pack that may be attached to certain rights, certain products. But why can't we go in? Why are you denying us inside views and showing us more of the items you made? Because you made a lot of cool, like, there's a lot of cool items that came with this pack. You
half-assed it, EA.
Yeah.
You foamed the shit in. You gave me aesthetics and no substance, and I fucking hate you. Sorry, I never got to rage about this, and this is my rage.
The cast was cute, and it distracted us for a long time.
It did. The cast is still cute.
True.
It's why I have not uninstalled it, because the cast is fucking amazing.
If Sims 4 is still happening, I had an idea for next March Madness. Debate casts.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hard one.
That'd be a fight, yo.
That'll be next year. If Sims 4 is still happening, who knows? Maybe Sims 5 will rear its ugly head at us.
We'll just throw Sims 5 in there.
Rear its ugly head. It's gonna come out like a fucking wrecking ball, like, welcome to nothing. Base game shit. You thought you wanted toddlers. Not in Sims 5, you don't, because we ain't got them.
Oh, Lord.
You wanted Sims to walk in this game? No, we don't walk.
No.
You need an expansion pack for that.
That's gonna be actually a stuff pack. You wanted more than one world? Oh ho ho ho, sweet summer child. Anywho, so would you live in the magic realm?
If I could. Could you imagine, like, having an apartment and, like, if you look at the Diagon Alley area, that is, of course, not Diagon Alley, TM. If you could, like, have, like, the upper floor of one of those, like, if they were bigger.
Oh, that cute one with the little, like, ledge with the little green.
Yeah.
Except
we can't.
No, you can't. You also can't even go in it. So what's the point? It's just aesthetically pleasing and piece of shit. Also, think about that moon.
Oh, it's so big.
How bright is it there?
I wonder if we're orbiting that moon. What is that? Where it is? Are we orbiting the moon of The Sims?
But how bright is it there? Like, you just could never sleep. It's like being in Alaska all over again in the summertime. Just never sleep.
So I'll give it to Oasis Springs.
Yep. It was never a competition for me. No. Oasis Springs. The name just sounds better too, doesn't it?
Did you just say you hated the name?
Oasis Springs?
Yeah.
No, I hate the name of Rattlesnake.
Oh, okay.
Potion, whatever the hell it
juice.
was.
Rattlesnake
Juice. I hate that name because it sounds nasty.
That one, she was like, no.
No, thank you.
It just sounds like when you milk a snake, you get to get their poison out.
It doesn't sound like it tastes. It sounds like a shot. It sounds like a shot you take to get hammered, and that's the only reason you take the shot.
And it probably burns.
Yes. And not in a good way.
It burns like your nostrils, but you didn't put it up your nose. You know what I mean? But it burns from the inside.
You take the shot and then you go, oh, okay, that's in me now.
And you do that weird shake head thing. You're like, oh.
I'm dying. Let's do it.
You feel it all the way down. And
hurts.
But then you feel it settle in your stomach.
Oh, I hate those.
You still feel the burning in your actual stomach.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
I may have made a mistake this day, but...
Ooh, that's why me and Bacardi don't mix because of that. Oof.
What's in there? That's this.
Oh, Bacardi coconut?
Bacardi coconut.
You put the bard in the
Put
coconut.
the coconut in the rum.
Mm. Okay, so that goes to Oasis Springs. What's next?
Salvador. I don't know.
El Salvador?
Sure will. Versus Willow Creek. Remember how we were talking about how I'm super white? There it is.
But what about that little, 3% Mexican you got?
That's been a while since that's been apparent. It just means I tan. That's all that means.
That's all that means. She doesn't burn, she is slightly tans.
I turn red and then it goes into a tan. That's what that 3% Mexican for me does. This is why we had to have Julia read for Snowy Escape. It got to any of the names and I was like, oh no, I can't do it.
Oh yeah, no, no.
Do one of you want to read this one? I've proven incapable. Do one of you want to read this one?
Yes. Okay. So first of all, you get it if you have Jungle Adventure. So you have to buy it.
Just one more thing to buy.
It's a destination world or like a vacation. It's based on the Latin American region surrounded by vast expanses of jungles and hidden ruins to explore. Stereotypes. With their small settlement.
Sorry, the snort got me real bad. I just took a drink.
With a small settlement in which Sims can interact with locals, try out food, or purchase adventure gear. It contains landmarks of the ancient Amisakan.
You sure can.
Civilization, which lived in the area a long time ago. Just a long time ago. Time of indeterminate time.
That's a while ago.
Way back when.
Definitely not talking about the Incas. No siree.
Not at all. In the jungle, there are various hidden ruins of the Amisaka, such as temples, baths, and various other spots overgrown by greenery.
I feel like they were very lucky we were not a podcast reviewing shit when this came out. This we would have.
I would have ripped it.
We would have just put you and Melly on and been like, just go. Just go.
Go at it. Go at it.
If you haven't heard us talk about Sims celebrity cameos and that one whole section about the herbs, you will see how annoyed I get by this.
I'm like, and this is the reason we have not done an entire review on this one yet.
The fucking herbs, man. Yeah. I just feel like, for my sanity, for Melly's sanity, and for the fact that we do eventually, maybe want to probably get a sponsor or two, maybe we should review that.
Let's just save ourselves.
I don't know. For sure, Simger Dave heard us talk about him during what was that one thing the one podcast at least he listened to?
The Daddy Dave one?
The Daddy Dave one.
Yeah, we were not kind to him, and he definitely listened to it, and he didn't hate us, so...
But does he love us?
I don't know. Sometimes he likes our tweets. That's all I have for you.
We're on the radar, though.
We'll take it.
And that's great.
Yeah.
All right, so Salvadorada.
There's an extra vowel in here. I think it's the Salvadorada.
Whatever.
It's the A before the da. It's the rada part of it. That's
because I feel like I don't want to say it. Anyway, so there are 7 lots in total. You have 2 neighborhoods, 5 rental lots, 5 community lots. You have Puerto Laminate.
Laminate.
That's not even a word.
Like Illuminati, but with llama.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, how can I even pronounce that? It's not even a fucking word. You just made up your own
Wamanate?
You just made up your own fucking Spanish word.
Secret society taken over.
You made up your own fucking Spanish word.
They do. They make up their own English words all the time.
Yeah,
Sims has their own language. They make up a lot of words.
But you sandwiched a real Spanish word with a fake Spanish word and then a real English word. Do you see my problem?
Sim Spanglish? Sim
Spanglish.
Sim Spanglish.
There's a fucking jungle and then some community lots where you can go to the archaeology museum and then you can go to a fucking national park and then you can go to their
little cantina is
which
super
is
cute.
El Arbol del Jaguar Bar. There are where is this? Jaguars? Fucking jungles?
Jaguars are in not.
Where is this?
It's in the Simlish world. Where do jaguars live? Not
where do they
Not
stay?
where fucking ancient Incan ruins are.
animal location.
It says
they
that
do.
it's located in South America.
South and Central America, from Mexico to northern Argentina. So, point.
Well, color me fucking surprised. Look, I went to some ruins in South America, and first of all, let me tell you how I not fucking machete through some greenery. There was no jungle surrounding it. You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember that movie? Was it called The Ruins? Where like the fucking greenery came and like ate the people who were trying to climb. It was a really dumb horror movie. I think it was called The Ruins.
My brain went to Jumanji, and I know that's wrong.
Some dumb white people went to a ancient ruin and of course fucked it up because
That could be any movie in the 90s.
It was early. I think it was the early aughts.
That was a very popular movie trend of just white people going into shit that they should not do.
White peopling, you mean?
Yes. And it only worked with like The Mummy, and I think that's just because
That's because they had Brendan Fraser in there.
it was that in George of the Jungle is like peak Brendan Fraser.
Peak Brendan Fraser.
Oh my god, I just recently rewatched George of the Jungle.
Oh,
Dear Lord.
The female gaze happening in that movie is beautiful.
There are so many movies that are like, there's not many movies that like that, but there's one, I saw this at work the other day, sidebar, The Covenant.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Straight girl porn.
So is,
in the form of a movie.
so is like
Yeah, it
Chocolat. Johnny Depp is like the most pretty in that movie. Like, I don't know what it is about Johnny Depp and Chocolat specifically, but like he's beautiful.
Okay, so you can explore the jungle. Their tagline is, "It's literally a jungle out there."
Yeah.
So fucking
Jesus.
Oh,
Don't
really
forget
now?
to bring your spider repellent and your machete. There's a hidden temple, and if there's no what was his name in Legends of the Hidden Temple?
I want that show to come back. I'm just
Same.
a sucker. I'm a sucker for obstacle courses.
Look, they could never get that damn monkey put together. That's always fucked them up at the end. And then there's also ancient artifacts. So find, purchase, and collect ancient artifacts. Collect and purchase ancient artifacts.
And take them home with you.
And take them home with you. Like it's the 1920s in Egypt.
This may be
I know this is not what we're talking about here for this whole thing, but fucking A, man! Okay. The climate. It does not experience 4 distinct seasons because it's in South America. It's always the jungle. It's always tropical.
It's a vacation spot. Why should weather matter?
Why? So yeah, it's never fall below warm. So it's never cold. It's never hot. It's just warm and temperate and beautiful for you.
Nice. Thank you.
So you can go and buy your artifacts.
Or you can go through the jungle
and steal artifacts.
Oh, okay. I want to steal things. That sounds fun. I'll do that.
Look, I do like to steal. But I don't because it's illegal.
But also you can die via bugs, I think. Isn't
you
there,
can die via like some weird Schumach disease in the fucking
Yeah.
temple.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it turn you into a skeleton too at some point? Like you can just turn into
which is kind of glorious. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
"Whoa."
kind of cool.
Like, you deserve that. You were doing some things you shouldn't have done, so now you're a skeleton.
Okay. It's also the name translates to the Golden Jungle in Spanish.
I'm reading the next bit, which it's located in South America.
I hate you. Not you. It's the proverbial you.
I will take the hit for this because I'm the white person here, so I will take the. Yeah, you can send it my way. I apologize.
I apologize.
We are uneducated. We shouldn't do this shit.
I apologize for my culture.
It's not a good look.
Shit.
It's not great. Not a good look for us.
I love it.
Oh boy. Okay. So you have that one. You have the jungle with no Georges.
No Georges, which is this was really where they could have put like a really hot townie too. Like it's like you could have put some like NPCs that always show up in this town, and you really could have utilized them here. Like I don't know why they
like
don't
a hot tour guide or something.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't utilize NPCs anymore.
Some of them are there. I think I had one of my Sims go over there, get pregnant, and then come back with one of their NPCs that are over there.
The dream.
Okay, what was that one? It was Sims 3. I think it was like when you would go, I think it was their China, when you would go and then like that one lady wanted to collect all that fucking shit from the ruins. Go get my baseball. Go get this. Go get that. But like it made you like interact with the NPCs because you had to go do tasks for them and go explore the fucking ruins. Was it China? I could be wrong.
I don't know.
It was one of the World Adventures ones.
I did not have.
I never actually got World Adventures.
Oh my gosh, guys, it was so much fun.
I couldn't play it on my laptop.
World Adventures was great.
But I wish like Sims they could have really like put some like this NPC is always there when they do this. Instead it's always a randomizer. Like it's a random NPC that shows up with the name like curator. And they could have just had this is the curator and established some NPCs for Sims 4.
No, they'd rather have it random.
Random. You get what you get, and you will take it until you make a new save, and then it'll be a new problem. So do you guys want to go to Willow Creek or Selva Dorada?
Let's go to Willow Creek.
I figured I could finally say it. I could finally say it. Selva Dorada.
I think you did.
I'm very excited.
I think Willow Creek.
I'm going to Willow Creek. And honestly, just because I think about it this way, I don't want to live somewhere where I have to swat at the bugs. I don't want to have to carry around spider repellent. I also don't want to culture appropriate and walk around in ancient ruins and maybe get a mummy curse. I know. Those are two separate areas, two separate ruins, but I don't want to get a curse no matter what.
The curses hit harder if it's like not just white people ghosts. I understand.
All right, so Willow Creek won, yes?
Sure did.
Unless y'all really wanted to go to the jungle.
Not all the time.
Not forever. The next mashup
This would be so sticky.
It would be hot. San Machino versus Forgotten Hollow.
Ooh. San Machino.
Okay. Allie, you want to tell us about San Machino?
Okay. So San Machino you get with the City Living expansion pack. It is a coastal city surrounded by mountains with a river running through the middle. It is packed with many diverse Sims of different cultures and spawned with activities and festivals. This is actually like one of the most diverse cities.
It's my favorite city.
It is honestly one of my favorite cities. It is based off of a variety of modern cities, Shanghai, Tokyo, Vancouver, San Francisco, Hong Kong, New York, and Sydney. The city actually has a total of 30 lots, if you want to include each apartment as a single lot. You get 4 neighborhoods or districts. You get the Spice Market, the Arts Quarter, Fashion District, and Uptown. You get a lot of karaoke bars here, a lot of nightlife.
That no one's ever at until you show up. Sorry.
I know.
The party don't start till you walk in. That's just how it goes.
Exactly.
You are the main character in this story.
Let's see. You get festivals. So festivals are happening daily in San Myshuno. You're never short on fun things to do. The nightlife, because who needs to sleep? Experience the city at night with all the unique city folks. You know, once you get there, they'll show up. But you'll meet them. You'll meet them.
Except for like the festivals. They're there at the festivals at least.
That's true.
They know what they're doing. They want to be at the festivals. You can't get into the game unless you get there early.
That's true. You gotta get that. You gotta get that tea. You gotta sip that tea at the romance festival.
So you can hit on
Or
everyone.
eat that hot ass curry at the fucking spice festival.
You gotta, go to that flea market, get all the good deals real quick.
With your one friend who shamed you into coming.
I don't like that they call them flea markets. Flea markets make me automatically think that I'm going to be itching.
Swap meet?
That's better. I just feel like flea markets make me assume I'm going to itch.
Could have just been called the
Like,
marketplace.
I just automatically think of like bed bugs and scabies.
Oh, a little bit. And that's why you wash everything you get before you
Nope, don't even want to tempt fate.
Nope. Oh, okay.
Bed bugs gross me out, and I work in apartment management.
You've
Don't
seen things.
buy fucking clothes, furniture, or anything like that from Facebook Marketplace.
Oh,
You gotta get bed bugs, bitch.
Ugh.
Oh no. Nope.
Sorry,
Oh,
Lauren,
Machino?
sorry.
We're like, wait a minute. There's also a lovely park, Machino Meadows, which I always forget, which is there.
I don't, because that's where my
Same.
Sims get married. If they have a big wedding and they're extra, they get married there because there's fireworks and
they're
shit.
extra.
Yeah.
Most Sims are
And
extra.
then Katy Perry shows up.
She sure does. It's free food. It's a wedding, so you're gonna show up.
That's true. So San Myshuno gets all the usual seasons. It's cool and warm in the springtime. Hot heat waves in the summers. Cold and cool in the fall.
Can really ruin a festival.
I know, right?
I'm glad they stopped that
Yes,
thing. It's not gonna
man,
rain
when it
anymore.
just turns to winter.
I know.
It's not gonna rain anymore during the tech festival. Thank you, because all of it's broken.
Because then everything is broken and then nothing more. Yeah, nope.
I just love it automatically just like turns real fucking cold over here. You're just like, except that one time that I watched Penny die.
Speaking of Penny, this is the city that we get Penny.
Sure is. Also, what's that one guy?
Salim?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hottie McHot, you mean?
Mhm.
Yes.
Hottie McHot-Hots? Because him and Johnny.
In my Super Sim challenge, I was playing my sim and I was like, I'll do all the family stuff last so she can like live it up and then go. But then Salim won the lotto. And I went, I need to take advantage of this right now. And so she set a goal and it was marrying into the lotto.
Let me boo him up real quick.
And they had 4 children. She had 2 sets of twins.
Get that money.
I've broken up many homes. Because he's like one of my saves, like a couple of my saves, he's been with somebody and I'm like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Hey, boy.
I've done that. I'm like, what's up, Salim?
If you can get through the unflirty thing of Raj is a good husband. He's the one who lives with his mother. So you wait for the mother to
He's just
die.
unflirty.
He's just unflirty. You just have to get through the unflirty and it's fine. But he won't cheat on you. You know
Maybe.
that because he's unflirty.
Well, of course not. You can't flirt with anybody else.
Mhm.
He's the
Poor
one that
guy.
lives with his mother. He's fine.
Yeah.
Just wait for her to die is my favorite part of what she just said, by the way. Like, that was my favorite part. Just wait for her to die.
That's fine.
She doesn't like
Cool.
any sim. She hates them. I love this city. I always
I do
have
love this
people in the
city.
city. I like having
So
people here.
much.
I visited a lot because the festivals, even the places that the bars are more interesting here. As I said, I use the
They
park for
are.
weddings all the fucking time. I even go to this museum.
I like their
and I
gym.
don't go to museums. Like, the gym's good too.
Oh, I love that museum, though.
It's the only museum I think I go
I don't
to.
go to the gym because Marcus Flex is always there.
Marcus Flex is always at this gym.
He's always at that fucking gym. So and every time I go to that gym, what does he do?
He want to get you fit, girl.
The minute I leave, he's like, hey, you want to know I don't want to join your fucking club, Marcus. So I just don't go. Fuck
But
it.
then you have the podium right outside, though. So you can be shouted at from going at the gym.
It's just a pretty city. It has so much. There's so much to do.
It feels so
It's
big.
what I would think of living in a big city would be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I've always wanted to live in a walkable city. And I feel like that this is a walkable city.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like, it's one of those places like you can go walk to get your groceries. You can go walk to a festival. You can go walk to a market, you know, whatever it is. It reminds me of the city in Sims 3 that has the when you got Superstar or whatever. The apartments, and you can take the subway to the other side of the city.
Oh, yes.
It reminds me of that. It's all
yes.
that's missing is the subway. If they
The
had a
little
subway,
subway.
I'd be like so excited. It was the one that had the actors in it, because you had like the Actors Hill where all like the rich bitches were on the top over here, and then you had like the downtown area.
Mm-hmm.
And you could take like a public transit
like
around downtown, and a taxi had to take you.
Detroit, we have we don't have a lot of public transit because people are like, meh. But there's something called a people mover where you can just get up. It costs like 50 cents or something, and it'll take you from one side of the city. It has like 5 stops. It'll take you all around the city to drop off.
That's cool.
I wish that Texas had more public transportation because we are so spread apart.
Yeah.
If you don't have a car, you cannot live here.
Same.
At all. Which means that it's hard for people who, you know, if you're just starting out or if you don't have the money to get a car, how are you supposed to go to work? But then you're trying to go to work so that you can get better. You know, it's just, it keeps people in their own.
Yeah.
It keeps people in their own little cubbies, and it does not help with like upward mobility or movement. Public transportation helps with mobility.
They tried to put something in, so it's like a trolley kind of. They added it to downtown Detroit, and it was supposed to go all down Woodward, so it hit up all the suburbs too. So technically, you could have taken public transit from the Detroit Zoo, which is like 20 miles away from the city, all the way up to downtown Detroit. But it got voted no, and then like a bunch of us had to sit here and listen to like, there's no parking downtown. It's like, what if you had approved this 3 years ago? You wouldn't have had to worry about parking. You could have just taken this home. But no, you guys wanted to be racist and you didn't want it. So now you have to pay $20 for parking. This is on you. Don't feel bad.
Your fault. All right, so that is our favorite town there, and now we're going to smush it up against the shittiest fucking pack.
Some of these are not fair. Some of these are just really not fair. These matchups.
They're really not, because for Forgotten Hollow, I literally forget it's there.
I have that pack, and I actually uninstalled that pack. Because Vlad's fucker kept walking. If you come over one more time, no one invited you.
What? You don't want Vlad?
My literal thought when I was looking through the list and got here was like, I don't want to live where Vlad lives. Nope, this is losing. Like, I was like,
Vlad's that one guy that no one wants to be around. And everyone's like, nope.
Well, we would lose Caleb. Caleb Volti, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, Caleb is hot.
But he is a sacrifice.
Damn.
Caleb is not hot enough to overcome how creepy the fuck Vlad is.
That is true, though. If I gotta, like, lose Caleb
to get rid of Vlad, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Even though he's a good vampire boy.
He's such a good vampire. Such a good vampire boy.
Forgotten Hollow is the most... I feel like they gave it to, like, Steve, the beginner developer. Aww. And he was like, okay, bloop, bloop, yeah. And everybody's like, I don't give a fuck. They asked for some kind of supernatural shit. Here, have a vampire. Like, that's what it was. It literally has like 3 lots. It is so dark all the time.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, the dark stuff is on purpose. Because vampires.
But it's like watching Half-Blood Prince all over again. Someone turn on a fucking light.
I was going to say Prisoner of Azkaban, because that was a dark movie.
That one episode of Game of Thrones where, like, nobody could see shit. What was that one episode?
Oh, my God.
Lord.
I was the whole time, like...
I was like, what are we doing? Can we see?
Like, we turned up the brightness on our TV because of that.
Also, the audacity of that one guy... The guy who filmed it was like, it looked fine on my thing. Maybe you guys need better TVs. And it's like, shut up!
I know, right?
Every single one of us need better TVs, you fuckface. It was so dark. Like, I was like...
I adjusted it.
It was fine when we shot it.
Well, I was watching it on my phone at first because I was out of town. And I was like, maybe it's my phone. Okay. I got back into town and I went to go watch it on my TV. And my roommate was like, nah, man, girl, you got to turn the brightness up. It's this fucking thing. It was so bad. But same thing when I went to watch Half-Blood Prince. I watched it in theaters and I was like, is it just me or are we all squinting to see what's happening in this movie?
Have my eyes failed
Can someone
this much?
turn on a light?
A backlight? Something. We need
Like,
something.
why is it so dark? And that's how I feel every time I go into fucking Forgotten Hollow, and I can't stand it.
I know. I click on it sometimes, and I'm like, oh.
I never go in here.
I haven't gone there since I bought the pack.
Mm.
I tried it. I was like, I don't want this.
If I want somebody to end up with, like, Caleb, I like meeting him just like, oh, we just bumped into each other. How weird. I don't want to meet him here in, like, creepy area. It's not my vibe. I can see how some people might like it, but it's not my vibe.
Who?
People who really like Buffy and miss it.
This whole town
Find
is not
him.
her vibe.
Find them. Hey, if you like Forgotten Hollow, tell me. Email us undertheplumbobpodcast@gmail.com.
Well, even like because there's two extra houses here, right? One of the extra houses is literally a box. One of them looked like they tried to do the old Victorian house thing, and there was an attempt.
It is literally.
But this other house looks like I did it, and that should not be the case. It should never look like I made a house. I expect better.
Because Steve doesn't know what he's doing. I told you, Steve was like, he had just gotten the job. It was like his third day. He just finished orientation. He just got his badge picture. And he sits down. They're like, all right, we're doing a new expansion pack. Go ahead and create Forgotten Hollow. And he's like, I don't even know how to log into my computer yet. And they're like, figure it the fuck out, Steve. And he's like, oh, God.
What if you put a spa right in that empty lot? Or that burger joint.
The bright and cheery looking spa.
I wonder if you can take out all these lots and houses and just put all new shiny stuff in and see what happens. Change out Vlad's house into something bright.
Just like a kid's play area, a bowling alley for Vlad's house.
Is there a way to sliding scale the darkness?
I don't think so.
That'll be a patch in April, so
just slide it up. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, I wrote it down before we even got to Forgotten Hollow.
Like, we're just talking about Forgotten Hollow as a formality. We already know. The minute
I saw those two went up against each other, I'm like, first of all, that's one of the best cities that they have in Sims 4. And you put it up against the actual worst city in Sims 4.
This one's mean. This one's mean in the different direction. And okay, you ready? It's Sulani versus Brindleton Bay.
No!
This one's awful.
That's rude. That is rude.
This is rude.
Yeah, this is a mean
This one is rude.
I don't even know what to do. All right, so Brindleton Bay, I guess we'll do that one first. You get it in Cats and Dogs, which, again, not one of my favorite packs. I thought I would love it, but I don't. But that's just me. It's a coastal town surrounded by beaches and various pet-related activities. It's based upon typical New England seafront towns like, Boston or something? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Boston.
I see. There's a lot of like the white woods used on coastal towns because like I've been to North Carolina, like the Outer Banks and stuff, and they like using those white woods and the light woods in their houses, and you see a lot of that in Brindleton Bay.
So you have the best dog walking paths for a trip that will truly impress your pup. Nothing beats the Cavalier Cove sandy dog walking paths. And then you have the lighthouse, which is super cute, by the way.
It is.
It is really cute.
I forget it exists, and I go there, and then I'm like, oh.
Right. Dead Grass Isle, I feel like is the name of my memoir. She tried to make plants. Dead Grass Isle.
The bitch tried.
Story of her life. She tried and died. has the most creative spot for couples looking to spice up their love life. Ew.
Can you woohoo somewhere on the island?
Whiskerman's Wharf, which is you can.
Oh.
I think you can woohoo in the lighthouse.
Oh, fun.
Can you?
I think so.
So you can woohoo there. You can also woohoo in the telescope in the park in San Machino.
Yes.
Just, clean up after yourself. Bring some wipies with you.
You can also woohoo in the dumpsters now, which is, I think, is stupid, but...
You don't need to clean up there, I guess.
Dumpster juice in your lower bit. Think about it and then dump it. Okay?
Didn't like that. I don't like that at all.
Friendly PSA.
You look so proud of yourself.
Whiskerman's Wharf. So you just imagine it though, like...
No. Well, it's like the whole fantasy of like the sand.
Everything is so squishy.
Mm-mm.
Whoo! Never. Why? Why would you do that? Between sand and jacuzzis, both of those are just bad ideas, y'all.
Dumpster I'd put on a higher bad idea list, but yeah, there's a whole bad idea.
Oh, totally.
Dumpster beats
Between
beach.
the two of like dumpster and beach, I would totally pick the beach. I mean, I would be angry about it, but at least I'm not gonna get dumpster juice.
Yeah, you wouldn't be in a dumpster at the end of the day, hopefully, if you pick the beach. So
hopefully.
I don't know how the rest of the day is gonna go. You're already
It's a beach dumpster.
You combine the two. Combine all
Pick
the bad
your partners
ideas.
wisely, y'all.
Let your freak flag fly. It's fine.
As long as you let it fly with someone you know, so you don't end up in a dumpster, one way or the other.
Oh my god, why did I just click in my head you meant that way?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I just thought y'all were gonna go with another partner and go get freaky in a dumpster after the beach. That's what I was going for.
Are you sweet summer child? No. We're talking about an episode of like Criminal Minds or like CSI Miami, that kind of beach, okay?
No, I got you. I just had to figure out where I was.
Okay, we're good. All right, so you have Whiskerman's Wharf, which is my favorite place because that's where you meet Mayor Whiskers.
Oh yeah, Mayor Whiskers.
Who is, if you remember, one of my favorite townies. Come in for the sea breeze, chowda.
There's so much mouth action happening.
One more time for the people in the back.
Chowda.
You have to about this do it though. Like, it has to be like real. Like,
if your jaw doesn't move, you're doing it wrong.
You need like epic jaw motions.
Chowda.
So I think Jay Leno is probably good at that because his jaw is really big. So he's like chowda.
It could hurt you.
Okay. All right. So and lobster rolls, which are tasty by the way. I've had some in Maine. I highly recommend.
Maine's the place to go.
Stay for the cuddly local kitties.
Yay.
Because they have like a cat bar over there, right? Or cat lounge, or like
It's like a cat place.
Yeah.
The cats are just walking around.
There's the bar and then the lounge.
Mm-hmm. But if you want to go like try to pet the cat, some of them are like, "Fuck you! I don't want you. You can't. I don't want to come home with you." And I'm like, "But cat, you're on the wharf."
Realistic.
It's so realistic. I got rejected like 4 times. I was like, "I don't want to be with you."
You're like, I just want to pet you.
Mayor Whiskers would not come home with me, and I was really sad.
How dare Mayor Whiskers do that to you? How dare he?
He has a top hat, y'all. I really wanted him to be my cat with a top hat.
I do like all the little outfits you can give your pets.
I know! Sorry guys, that's a cat feeder. So you have 4 neighborhoods, 11 lots that you can live on, 5 community lots, and just like New England, the spring and fall are cool to cold, and the summers are warm to like a heat wave, but like not like a real heat wave, like a fake one. You know, like when people say heat wave to someone who's from the South, we just like laugh at you at over 100 degrees. You're like, it's a heat wave. It's 9 to 2. And I'm like, oh yeah,
Adorable.
that's adorbs.
Listen, I live in Michigan because nothing's gonna kill me here. That's the main reason I live here. We don't get extreme colds. We don't get extreme hots.
Except for the water.
Just don't drink that. You're fine. Just stay away from that.
But yeah, the winters have lots of snowfall and blizzards because New England.
I like that thunderstorms are rare because I think the animals are afraid of the thunderstorms. I think that's why thunderstorms are rare here.
I get sad because of all of the street cats and dogs roaming around like the wharf and stuff like that. What do they do during the blizzard?
I think they all go into that one bar. That's
Yeah.
what I picture.
Just go hang out in the bar.
Exactly. So let's all hang out at the bar, guys.
That's my reality. That's my truth. Because the cats all hang out at the bar. I love this town. I love the look of this town. I like the parks.
This town is pretty cute.
The houses are pretty. You got a crazy cat lady
You
in
get
the
the dog
place.
park. You get a vet. You do.
Okay, so I'm gonna alienate a lot of our listeners, but I've lived on the East Coast and I hate it, so I wouldn't live here.
That's fair.
But I'd visit.
Do you like playing this town?
I do. I think I currently have this town.
I do. But it makes me sad. Stray animals make me sad.
Oh, that's fair. I was like, why?
I don't care how happy they look. It makes me sad.
That's fair.
I feel like it's me and walking around with Sarah McLachlan, like, come.
I
I want them to come in my
Lord.
house so they're not like stray. But it is a pretty town. I will say that. And it's, I like the different things you can get at like the different kind of foods you can get there.
Yes.
But if you want to stack it up against the next town, that town would win.
If this were against like almost any other town, I think this would have a better showing, I think, which is a bummer because I really do like this town.
This is true. Plus, I always hook my sim up with someone from this one. Who is it? I think it's Justin Delgado.
Oh,
I think
Justin gets around.
or Brent.
Wait, isn't Brent and Brant? Aren't they a couple? You break up the Brent and Brant?
So, or depending on, or sometimes I'll just go and just get my sim pregnant just because she don't feel like dealing with a man, but she wants a baby, so I'm gonna find him a baby daddy. So I usually go to Brett or Brant, and then get my baby, and then leave him alone.
100 baby challenge, they're prime candidates.
Exactly. I don't want to break him up.
No
but
commitment.
I want my baby without dealing with a man. So there we go.
In my game, Justin Delgado, like, he's always sleeping around. I don't know what it is about, like, if I just let him run loose, but he's never faithful to his wife, who is just trying to run a vet and trying to take care of the 2 children and 2 animals they have. She's doing her best. She's getting cheated on.
In multiple of my games, Justin has come up to my sim and been like, hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right, so what's next then, guys? What are we smushing this up against?
Sulani. It's from Island Living. It's got
Sulani is actually the last pack that I installed before I took out all of my CC.
Ooh.
No, all my mods, not my CC. I haven't played with mods since Sulani.
Really? Not even like the ones that like add the extra columns? It just adds extra columns in CAS, so you can have like 4. You can look at more of your shit at the same time. It's beautiful.
I didn't know that was a mod.
I'll send it to you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, you're like, I can see so many things at once.
Not gonna lie, did not know that either.
It's a simple mod, but it changes. Like, it's a lifestyle mod.
It's a lifestyle. Sulani. Good old Sulani. You get it in Island Living. And if you don't have Island Living, please go buy Island Living right now. You get 3 neighborhoods. Oh no, why did I start talking about this? I don't want to pronounce all these Hawaiian words and I can't. You have Ohanali. Do Udalali.
Oodalali day.
Oodalali.
Oodalali day.
Thanks, guys. Oodalali.
A fox lives here, right? With his friend that's a bear. This is where we're at.
No, that's how it happens. There's not a fucking rooster with a fucking.
Oh, for the
Robin Hood.
The Disney Red Robin.
It's
Robin.
my it's
Robin
my
Hood,
favorite
dear
Red Robin.
Lord.
Red Robin, damn it! They're not a fucking burger.
Sorry, I got a text from my job, and I was like, "What are we doing?"
There's Mumford and Sons did a cover of the song the Rooster sings in that, like, and it's
so good.
It's really
Oh,
good.
that's good.
I was like, can you do the rest of them, Mumford and Sons? I want more. I want you to do all the songs.
So this is the thing about that song. You don't realize how depressing it is until you get it, until a fucking chicken's not singing it anymore, and Mumford and Sons is singing it, and you listen to the actual lyrics, and you're like,
Not Nottingham. That's the name of the song.
This is a depressing ass song.
Go look it up on YouTube.
Every town got its ups and downs.
Not Nottingham. That's
Sometimes up, but more often it's down. But not in Nottingham. I fucking love that movie. Like, I've watched it. I've owned it like 3 or 4 different times because I keep losing the DVD from moving or whatever. Fucking love that movie. Okay. So Oodalali Town, which is actually Ohanalali, whatever. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to my Hawaii people. I apologize for not saying this correctly. Once a tiny fishing village that was nestled between tropic jungles and the calm lagoon waters, this town has become one of the most bustling areas of Sulani. Developing into the main town of the region has not changed the deeply rooted sense of community and their strong connection to the island traditions. Then you have Muapelem. Nature rules this island. From the active volcano to the flowing waterfall. That volcano will fucking explode on you, by the way.
It sure will.
And down into the depths of the secluded cave. This remote destination in the Sulani Island chain is the place for exploring the beauty of nature. And then you have Lani St. Chaz. It's an idyllic tropical paradise where the beaches are filled with white sand and the waters are warm and vibrant. The lush jungle environment here is the perfect place for getting lost in the jungle. Wow, jungle then jungle, huh? The jungle environment's a great place to be lost in the jungle.
I feel like this jungle would be better than the other jungle, though.
This one's a less problematic jungle.
No, I just feel like you could have said something else besides jungle.
It's true.
I don't know, forest, greenery.
Oh, hey.
Fucking anything else but jungle. Which just makes you think of something so primitive. Like, the word jungle just like, I feel like when you do something like that, it's like calling something exotic. You know?
I can see that.
I feel like the word jungle is almost like saying, oh, well, she's exotic. Bitch!
She's a person.
Oh, you're exotic. Oh, no, I'm not.
No, I'm just black. So thanks.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, she's so ethnic. I will fucking ethnic your face.
Welcome to Sulani, where the biggest disappointment is the mermaids.
Oh. Not gonna lie, I forgot you can turn into mermaids.
I didn't, because I spent the first day after I finally got a cast. So my second day of playing Sulani, I just spent it fucking flooping around the waters.
I loved your emotion.
Like this, I was just flooping, then I was like backward flooping, then I was like sidewards flooping, and I'm just like flooping around. I spent hours between doing that and singing to people while I was talking to them in the phone. I just really like being a mermaid.
I love about what they added with swimming is they showed the animations. The higher your athletic is, the more streamlined your swimming gets, and it actually gets more like, because I used to swim like when I was like an active person, and like the swimming gets like your elbows are all out here, and but then quick, like by the time you get athletic, like you get your athletics up, you actually start like swimming like Olympic style, like actually super well, and I loved that they did that little bit. Like that was like attention to detail that I appreciated in this pack.
Look, this island is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
I have been to Hawaii.
Yes.
And it's the fact that your fucking houses are on stilts in the water, which by the way I would never do because that sounds like just a lesson for disaster.
It doesn't sound safe.
One rogue wave and your fucking house is
you gone.
Out. But it's so pretty, and the people are so nice, and you can have like luau's and shit, and like you can sunburn, which, you know, I don't do that because I'm Black. Actually, I do. Learned that the hard way. Black people can tan.
We can get sunburned. We can.
I went like, but I'm not like light skinned Black. Like I'm, you know, I'm dark. And so I went like a good 32 years of my life not knowing that I could tan.
Were you in water for a long time? Is that how you did it?
No, I was at Warped Tour.
Oh,
that would do you.
No, I wasn't at Warped Tour. I was someplace else. I was at Mayhem Fest, I think, or something like that. And I was like, I got back to my apartment after being outside all day, and I was like to my best friend, I was like, what is this? And she was like, oh, you tanned. And I was like,
you tanned.
Surprise!
Excuse me? I was like, how long does this happen? How will we go? How?
It could be a couple days. It could be months.
It was fucking months. I tanned for months. I was offended.
It stays for a while.
But yeah. So this I love Sulani, and if you're gonna smush it up against fucking,
I feel like Sulani. I come here a lot to visit, but I don't live here. Like Bridgerton Bay, I would live there, but Sulani, I'm always here to visit for the beach, or I'm here. You know, I usually put a cute little. I find a restaurant. I usually find a little restaurant to put on the beach somewhere. Like I find that kind of stuff here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to live near a volcano?
I would live there.
Would you live near the house that's on the volcano?
No.
That's
just liable. I like my house.
I would like to stay, not necessarily to live. But there is...
So are you guys knocking out Sulani?
Where's that? Where our lists go?
I was like, what are we judging these criteria on?
It's been so easy up till right now, and then we're like, fuck. It is most usable lots, aesthetically pleasing, fun to visit, useful, most played. And then I think I added, do you want to live there? Do you actually want to be in that location?
That's kind of where I've been like, do I want to live there? It's been like my thought process.
Yeah.
And so far,
I think I'm gonna go with Bridgerton Bay.
What?
It's so cozy, and I just want to drink a hot tea and like look out from my porch on a cool day.
Like Sulani's a cool vacation spot, but not like to live.
And also the ocean almost killed me one time, so I'm not fully invested on living in a place the ocean could kill me again. Tides are no joke.
Yeah, no, I almost died in Galveston.
Ooh.
Because I just didn't realize that water was salty. And it hit me in the face, and I was like, oh, that's salty. And then as I'm trying to cough from the salty water, another wave comes. I'm like, oh God. And then another wave comes. I'm like, this is how you die. And I do that weird like body spin underwater, like, you know, you see on TV. And I'm like, oh my God.
I was 6 in the Outer Banks, and like then I was swimming in the ocean, and then a tide came in and pulled me away. And my dad said like, well, we could hear you screaming, but the waves would take you, so you would just hear, ah! 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 And so an adult had to come get me.
An adult had to come get me.
I was 6. I was a strong swimmer, but not that good.
We can hear you screaming, but we were like, oh.
You would just get further away every time. Like, we assumed something was wrong.
We assumed something was wrong.
I don't know if that's my notice if I am the youngest child or not, but that's what happens when you are the youngest child.
You're like, I'm just following the lead of the other two.
The other two were fine. What did you do wrong?
So, am I outvoted? Have I been outvoted?
So, more useful law. Let's look at the... Thankfully, these two are right next... Are these two like...
When you talk about more useful lot, then like, you know, Brittleton Bay has a vet, dog parks.
And there's only 2 free lots in, like, as far as, like, you can do what you want and you don't have to delete anything. There's only 2 free lots with Sulani. Now we have to tear these apart. As opposed to the 5 extra, there's like 1, 2, there's like 4 extra lots that you can just, that are empty already. I send my Sims for like a day in Sulani. They don't stay there a lot though.
Ugh, this is a hard one. Why did you have to put these two together?
Wow, guys. Yeah, how was this picked, by the way? Just like random selection?
I think she just did a random selection.
Yeah.
All right, well, my vote is Sulani, but I know that I'm, you know... And Caitlin, Caitlin, you vote Brindleton Bay because you don't want to get murdered by the water.
I think I'm doing Brindleton, like, just because, like, I don't think I'd ever, like, live in Hawaii just because it's a place you go to enjoy. Like, I wouldn't live in Hawaii. It's not somewhere I could see myself staying, but I could live in Brindleton Bay.
All right, so so you're picking Brindleton Bay. Allie, did you pick Brindleton Bay too?
Yes, I'm picking Brindleton Bay.
This wasn't an easy decision.
Fine,
we don't like.
It wasn't. I feel like this.
Fine.
Oh, that was hard.
Fine. You feel icky. You should feel icky.
I feel torn because like it's such a pretty, like it's super pretty because of the beaches and all that stuff, but
I don't want to live in a house on stilts. Also, that's also a thing. Like I don't want my house on stilts.
You don't have to have the house in the water.
But you want to, like, if you're going to do it, go all in, right? Like, have a house that you can jump into the ocean from if you're going to do it.
No, I can just walk there.
And the sand. Allie said that earlier. Like, the sand would get, like, there'd just always be sand.
Always be
There'll be sand everywhere at all times. Because sand never leaves your life. All right, moving forward. What's next?
Del Sol Valley versus Windenburg.
Oh no, Windenburg is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, if you have ever listened to Under the Plum Bob episode, you know how much I fucking love Windenburg.
You do love Windenburg.
I don't remember the name of this town ever, but I just know I love it because you have hot chocolate in the stalls. The stalls have hot chocolate.
They do.
Okay, so you get Windenburg in Get Together. And if you don't have Get Together, you should, because you get the clubs, which means you get fucking Marcus Flex bothering you, but it's also still fun. It's how you make a cult.
A lot of fun.
It has, Windenburg has modern city aspects mixed with timber-framed houses, heavily based on central and southern regions of Germany, which is one of my favorite countries, so must be why I love Windenburg so much.
Mm-hmm.
So the overview of Windenburg, you have the Bluffs. If anyone ever calls you and asks you to go to the Bluffs, know that it's not a party there. It's just that one person and a DJ.
And you're gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
It's always just that one person.
It's the person who asks you and the DJ.
Everyone else got lost.
It is hard to find too. Like, it's hard to find on its own. Like, because if you accept the invitation, you just gotta like teleport you there. But if you're trying to find it on your own, like, where the fuck is this place? It's hard to find. Anyway, visit this, for the description, steamy, secluded natural pool overlooking the crystalline lake, Windenburg. You also visit the Von Haunt estate, which has the original owners of this preserved estate loved it so much, they're still here.
That was great.
Yeah, you love a good haunting. And then you have the Old Platz ruins. Take a leisurely stroll around the old ruins that used to circle Windenburg Castle. Again, that sounds like nothing I wouldn't do. 4 neighborhoods and 3 special lots. 14 residential lots and 13 community lots. And then you have it's a big place.
That's a lot of community lots.
It's a lot in Windenburg.
Mm-hmm. And Windenburg is a very like dense world. Windenburg is what you were getting when they first started giving you expansion packs. Forgotten Hollow is what they gave you, what you are getting when they said they stopped fucking caring.
I'm gonna hope it's a lull because they've kind of circled back, so I'm hoping they just kind of hit like the middle. Like
it was Steve's first day. Okay, it was his first week. He didn't know what he was doing. He's gotten better.
Steve's trying his best.
Steve is trying his best.
Windenburg experiences cool falls and springs, and summer temperatures can range from warm to a heat wave with possible thunderstorms. Winters have a lot of snowfall with cold and freezing temperatures, and blizzards can occur. By the way, I do love a good blizzard in The Sims. It's hilarious.
It really is.
They always run around inside like they're outside. You're like,
they're panicking inside their own home. I'm like, the blizzard's outside.
Yeah. No. And then if you see someone walk in the blizzard, they're just like, ooh.
They look so miserable.
They're struggling so hard.
It's the best.
They're all doing like this, like.
and like the snow's like hitting them like sideways. They're just like, I'm just like, you're right. You should go in the house.
Put some clothes on.
Stop walking out in your swim pants.
You dum-dum, how'd you do that?
Okay, so first full-size world to be added is Sims 4 in a paid content pack. So they're getting real ambitious with this one. They're like, yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Has the most number of lots because it's massive.
It's huge.
And it's the first and only world in The Sims 4 to include a public pool.
I love Windenburg. I love the vibe.
I forget about the pool there.
I love the houses. All the houses are very different, and I like them a lot. Like, even, like, the club has that secret DJ room in the bottom that you can use for a club if you want. Like, I like this town. Like, this is, like, it's got a suburby feel, but, like, also it's got a smidge of downtown with the club and, like, the different areas. There's stuff to do.
No, that's true.
It's true. Legitimately one of my favorite towns. It's my favorite town. It's not one of them. It is my favorite town.
It's one of my favorites, for sure.
It is one of my favorites.
I absolutely love that town. So, there's that.
I always go to this one club. Which one is it? It's the Norwal Arms. I always go to that nightclub. I always have my Sims.
Oh, yes, me too. The Norwal Arms.
Always.
I like that place.
It's like a go-to. She's met so many of her husbands there. It's great. Or baby daddies, whatever. However I feel.
Whatever the label is these days.
Her mans.
I rarely have my Sims get married, so it's whatever these days. I ain't got time for it.
Her mans was there.
The men she knows.
All right. So I would live here. Just a side note. If you're asking if I would live there.
There's only 2, like, just blank lots, which is a bummer, but, like, there's enough houses that you can feel the need to just delete some of these.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty. Okay, so it's such a pretty fucking lot.
Mm-hmm.
It really
There's a lot of picture areas.
I love the way the houses look and the mountains in the back and, like, all of the...
I bet the air here is so clean. Like, everything here seems fresh.
Yes.
I feel like the air here in the wintertime would make my lungs seize up. And I'm loving it.
It's a cleansing. It's a freeze cleanse for your lungs.
Well, I have cold-induced asthma, so I feel like the air would be so cold that I'd just be like... No brisk walks for me.
I still love my Frappuccino. I do.
Well, for me, it's just like if I exert myself in this, like I can't go running in the wintertime or a cold day because my lungs are like,
oh god,
do you need air? It's weird. I didn't know what an asthma attack felt like until I was 20, and realized that I had that.
You're like, what? People run in the winter? This is why I don't do this.
Well, I was in Wichita Falls in November, and I had to run because the military made me, and I was running, and I was like, "I'll get him tired." Like literally, like it felt like someone took my chest and just squeezed my lungs together, and like a really big, horrible hug.
Oof.
And then I passed out.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so what is this town up against?
Del Sol Valley.
Look, Del Sol Valley has like six lots.
It's so empty.
And it's so fucking empty. And then you can't get into half of them if you don't have enough fame.
Yeah, it's huge. Like it looks like it's so big. So you get this with Get Famous. It's a quote-unquote large suburban area, unquote, of a city located near an ocean. There's so many oceans. Is focused on
Suburban
various...
my ass.
Yeah. Celebrity Sims, both new and old. It's based on Los Angeles, Hollywood Hills.
Duh.
There's 12 lots. That's it. There's 3 neighborhoods, 1 secret lot. So, Mirage Park, 3 residential lots. The Pinnacles, 3 residential lots. Starlight Boulevard, 5 community lots. And then there's Plum Bob Studios, where all your acting dreams can come true. Yes, you can be a star. The community lots that I don't think I go to any of them are Orchid, a Go-Go. It's a lounge.
Because you can't get into them.
Yeah, it's Petrichor
Yeah, you
Fitness.
can.
It's a gym. You can just teleport in. That's how I do it. Just be like, Plum Bob Picture Museum.
I tried to bribe the bouncer, and he did not let me in.
Rude. He just take that money. I'm taking it.
He took my money and then said no.
Rude.
Like a true bouncer.
Yeah. Thank you. Studio PBP, it's a lounge. Ward Park, it's a national park. It's very small. It's one of the smaller parks. There's 3 families,
I know, it really is.
Young family. It's tiny. Bailey Moon, and then the Ward, of course, Judith.
Oh, Judith flippin' Ward.
Judith
That
with the
lady.
fucking hair.
And that slow walk of hers.
She always ends up with some kind of boy toy as a husband, and I just let her do what she wants. Don Lothario one time, and I was like, I love this for you. And like Jay Huntington III was another one. I was like, yes, good. This is a good matchup. I'd like this. These are 2 good ships.
I saw her with Johnny Zest once, and it was great.
No, Johnny.
No, not poor Johnny.
No, Johnny can do better.
So much better.
She snatched that one up.
She's like, oh, you come from money? So we need to redo some wills? Interesting.
Redo some wills. Yes.
Del Sol means of the sun in Spanish. Translated literally, Del Sol Valley means Valley of the Sun. Some of the mansions and pinnacles have bathrooms with no toilets. This is likely a mistake by the developers because this is around the time where they like half-ass their builds.
Yeah, buddy. Except for what's his pants' house is really nice. Octavia and
The Bailey Moon.
The Bailey Moon.
mm-hmm. I like their house.
They spent 20 hours on that lot and then forgot about everybody else. I only go here if my sim is an actor. That's the only time I'm in this lot.
I'll have my sim go to this gym.
Can they get in?
Yeah, they can get into all this stuff. Yeah, the gym isn't locked.
My
Anything
sim
that's
can't get
locked-
into shit.
Does your sim like the gym?
I mean, my sim doesn't like other gym because of what's his pants. Maybe my sim's just scared. Who knows?
I'm just gonna write down Windenburg. That's what I'm gonna do right now.
I think Windenburg wins.
Oh, of course.
Like, the mansions are okay, but, like, it's nice that we got that 50-50 lot, so I guess we have somewhere to put our giant-ass builds. But, like, there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 lots, and, like, this picture makes it seem like there should be at least 10.
There's so many more than there are.
There's so much empty, unused space in this picture. Like, it's so weird.
I remember that was like a big thing that people were mad about when this pack came out.
It's just a weird choice.
And there are so many lots that there wasn't a lot of places for you to live if you weren't literally shitting money.
Like there's this whole section over here. Like you can't see what I'm doing, but there's like nothing in the lower right hand corner. Nothing. That whole.
Oh yeah, where the water tower is.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's where the studios, quote unquote, is supposed to be. That secret lot that you can only get through the acting career. I think that's where that's supposed to be at.
Oh, I've never actually done that. I glitched out and no one showed up to my fucking acting gig, and I got pissed off, so I stopped doing it.
The acting career isn't bad.
I like the acting career. It's fun. I just like seeing all the costumes.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun until people stopped showing up, and I was like, "Fuck you guys."
Like maybe they put some houses on the ocean edge or something. Like I don't know, but this needed more oomph. The lots aren't fun to visit. The award show's dumb.
The award shows are dumb because I never win.
Windenburg wins. This one made me laugh. This next mashup. You ready? It's Newcrest versus Batu.
Newcrest. Give me Newcrest.
Oh look, hey! I'm drinking the dark side.
Give me Newcrest already, cause
also I've only seen one Star Wars.
Television calls it a Star Wars.
A Star Wars.
One
the
Star
one
Wars.
I saw.
I've seen one Star Wars.
I was gonna ask which one, but like it's the only one you've seen.
The fourth one?
That could mean so many different things.
I tried to watch them in order. So the first one?
So the one where like Luke is like
where his parents get blown up and he's a whiny baby crybaby tit ass the whole time about it.
His aunt and uncle, because
what the fuck ever. He's a crybaby tit ass the whole fucking time.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it's important that that's not his dad.
His dad is fucking Anakin or whatever. I don't give a shit. But I'm just like, bro, I get it. Your aunt, uncle were blown up, but also there is other shit going on.
Luke, as far as character development goes, he gets the more badass he gets, the less whiny he gets. It's something about the Skywalker men. I don't know what the fuck it's about, but all three of them, all those Skywalker men, the more badass they get, the less whiny they get. But they start off whiny as fuck, and it's annoying. But then they eventually figure it out and they get badass.
So whiny. Like, I couldn't take it. I could not take it. I was like, this kid is annoying. Can we just have a movie with the other guy? The one that told him Obi-Wan? Can you have a movie with that guy?
We're getting a movie with Ewan McGregor, and I'm so excited.
He seemed fucking way more interesting than fucking whiny baby tit ass over here. And then I was like, wait, didn't he die or something like that? And I was like, now we gotta deal with this fucker some more?
I also love that the actor who played Obi-Wan in the original movies was like, I don't get this. I don't get what's happening. I don't get why people like it. I don't understand. I'm glad I get a paycheck. I don't know.
And then the Ewoks the Ewoks look like Shy Guys from Yoshi's Story. Anybody play Yoshi's Story?
Yeah.
On N64? They look like Shy Guys. But, I mean, look, we could talk about Bantu if you want to, but it's a band suck. And the Bantu is a Bantu knot. It goes in your hair.
I feel like
it's a destination world. It's a desert planet. It's a desert planet in a galaxy far, far away. There's 3 suns and 2 moons. There's 3 neighborhoods. You do neighborhood stuff in them. Guess what? Most locations are rabbit holes. I will mention the DJ robot.
Hey, guess what?
Cool.
This was just a way for EA to make money.
Yeah. It's free of charge to go to Batu. That's nice of them, I suppose. Yeah, so Newcrest, where there's literally nothing. Like Newcrest, where it's just a shit ton of lots and you can do as you please. Newcrest.
Yep. Newcrest it is. And I'd never step foot in that bitch, but I'd do that over Bantu. Unless you're putting them in my hair. Because again, it's a fucking knot. Okay.
I could read the descriptions of Newcrest, but it's literally it's a bunch of empty lots to put things down in. Like, it's the point of it is do what you will, because we don't give you enough lots to build.
I personally love Newcrest.
So confused by Newcrest when I first saw it. I'm like, what? Why is there nothing here?
Because the builders were sad. That's why it's there, which I understand. There's like no lots to build on. And it's not like Sims 2 where you could just be like, I want to place a lot here where there's nothing. You have to you can only build where the boxes are, and that's it. Are you ready for this next round?
I don't know. Are we ready?
It's Granite Falls versus Bridechester. As I said, some of these decisions are easier than other decisions.
Granite Falls is where you camp.
Sure is. It's from Outdoor to Treat.
Granite Falls, I feel like I was tricked.
I think it's one of their first...
That whole pack was trickery.
It was one of their first packs, wasn't it? Right? I think it's one of their first packs.
Bought it thinking it was one thing, and then it wasn't, and I felt bamboozled.
What did you think it was?
Did you feel hoodwinked?
I did feel hoodwinked.
Run amucked? Bamboozled?
Bamboozled.
What did you think it was?
Can't.
I don't know what I thought it was. Oh no, I remember now. I thought Outdoor Retreat was Jungle Adventures.
Oh.
So imagine my surprise.
Oh, okay.
Kay Caprice on Vanity, she was like, what the fuck is this? I don't go camping in real life because I'm afraid of bugs going in my ears. Why the fuck would a sim go camping?
Because we can watch them get bugs in their ears and then we can laugh because we made it happen. We probably forced it to happen. Granite Falls, it came from Outdoor Retreat. Just get in there. Vacation Destination World, you can stay up to 7 days. And that's it. You cannot live there. Overview, camping, cabins. Whether you're roughing it up or glamping it, Granite Falls has a variety of sites to choose from. Insect collection, this is where you stuff it in your ear. Power through your squeamish sensibilities and discover some truly fascinating insects. Granite Forest, experience the true perfection of nature by exploring the lush and beautiful Granite Falls Forest, which is actually pretty nice. There's 2 neighborhoods.
It is.
It's nice in there. There isn't a ton to do, but it's pretty. Neighborhoods, secret lot. It's a hermit. That's not an exciting secret. 5 rental lots, 1 community lot. The climate is, it gets all the seasons. And trivia, it was originally going to be named Misty Pines. And that's it.
Oh.
Misty Pines. That sounds like a stripper.
It really does. And ladies and gentlemen,
coming to the stage,
Misty Pines.
It's Misty.
I bet money that's why they changed it. And then
I feel like she plays. I feel like her coming out song is No.
I like that this is video now.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I don't know. I can see Vanity do all her musical
There was a whole show.
Is it Cherry Pie?
No, it's
Rock and roll. That one
There's
song.
Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking it'd be something more of a rock country vibe because Misty Pines and keeping it in the. But I can't think of a good one.
Do you think she does that song? Do you think she comes out to Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah.
I feel like if I would be a stripper, I would dance to The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Just for no reason. I would just for no reason. I would. Just make it super uncomfy for everyone.
I would love to see what you would do during those fiddle breaks. Like, what's dancing?
Oh, it's a lot of knee slaps. It's a lot of knee slaps.
A lot of knee slaps.
Mm-hmm. And tassels.
Amazing. Yeah, it's fine. A place to visit. I don't want to live here because the bugs are a problem.
I don't want to live here because there was no actual homes.
Yeah, we can't stay here. You only can stay for 7 days.
I'm not living in a log. I'm not Paul Bunyaning out here, okay? If I'm going to camp, I want to glamp, and that's not glamping.
You can stay in, like, a house. So that's, like, you don't have to stay in a tent, which I appreciate.
Like a cabin?
I trust nothing. I feel like I would think it was a house and it was nice and everything was great and fine and dandy. I'd wake up with a spider in my bed.
Ooh,
and a man with a hatchet. Hatchet man and his pet spider. Bitersons.
Because you're in the woods, so everybody has a hatchet.
Everyone has a hatchet in the woods.
It's a place to visit. I wouldn't
That's how you
like to
die.
stay
That's
here.
how you die in the woods.
It is pretty. There aren't a lot of lots to do stuff. There's no open lots. You have to make your own. It's okay. It's a meh. It's definitely a meh
It has
area.
a giant beaver statue in the middle.
Sure does. It sure does.
Don't want no beaver statue?
He's wearing a hat.
How far we've come, because Sims 2, there was a town like, oh look, a giant statue of Bella, and Sims 4 has a giant statue of a beaver.
This is where we've ended up. Our life choices got us here. This is what we're doing. What's next?
Brightchester?
All right, so Brightchester.
Brightchester.
Brightchester is amazing. It's where the dragons came.
Dragons.
Dragons.
The dragons finally came?
Dragons. Here the dragons. We're the dragons.
Dragons.
Dragons. Dragons. Dragons. Dragons. Dragons.
There are dragons. Where are the dragons? Here are the dragons.
Oh my
Here
god,
the
the dragons.
You promised dragons with the dragons. You're welcome, guys. If you guys thought you thought that song was dead, it's not.
Mm-mm. The song lives in our hearts.
In our souls. It's where the university is, though.
Mm-hmm. The 2 universities, because you can discover one of the 2 universities.
Don't do it. Or be like Marissa when she was trying to bike all the discover all of the universities.
Oh yeah. Don't bike
Okay.
it. Don't bike in this town.
No. Look, I wouldn't live here because I'm not living in a college town.
No, being a townie in a college town seems...
Because it's a college
like,
town, guys.
It's a college
Yeah.
town. It is. It is Sims College Town. Either at University of Brightchester or Foxbury Institute. So either a dragon or a rocket.
Yeah. The middle area is nice where, like, technically the townies would live and the library is. Like, I do like the look of that, but it's mostly supposed to be dorm life in the 2 different ones, and, like, I don't want to live in a dorm forever.
But even when I do send my sim off to college, though, they live at home.
Yeah, same.
Oh, mine lives in the dorms because
Gotta get that full experience.
Mine's always late. Mine's always late whenever they go live in the dorms.
Oh yeah, because they have to walk there, and you're like, go faster.
They have to
oh my
walk
god.
there, or like they're already there in the area, and so like my sim does it automatically. Like, it's time to go to class, and like goes. It's like, no, I need to go do something else, or I need to go talk to this person. Like, no, I need you to get downstairs and go to class.
get your shit together.
Get your shit, put it in a bag, put it on your back, go downstairs. Don't do the bike. Go downstairs.
Put it on your back.
I will bring this up every single time we mention this pack. It should have been called Get to Class. It shouldn't have not been called Discover University. Like, they realized they were doing a naming thing and they took a hard left. It's like, no, lean into it. Lean into it. And then you throw us off with the eco lifestyle instead of eco living. Like, no. Lean into what you're doing with your names.
I know, right?
You're confusing us. We're dumb.
It's literally like get to class and also get to death because you're going to get out of school and be like a fucking elder.
And die, yes.
Oh, I know, right.
You will die. All right, so between these 2, Granite Falls, Brightchester's prettier and has more shit to do.
Yeah, in the middle section I really like. Like, the 2 schools could get leave or take them, to be honest, but I do like the middle section, and I do like that bar. That library is the one I use a lot.
I would say the little college bar is super cute.
The library is nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Brightchester.
Same. I'm already.
I am too. Because I'm not living in the fucking dirt.
We're not camping all my life. No.
I don't camp. I don't outside. I don't nature.
Mount. The next one is Evergreen Harbor versus Mount Komachi.
Mount Komahachi. Snowy Escape is just such a wonderful pack.
It's so pretty.
Evergreen Harbor literally half of it looks like fucking a Charles Dickens novel.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Yeah.
Like, you need a fucking chimney sweep, and you're gonna have a fucking you're gonna have some weird industrial revolution, like indentured servitude slave happening in the corner, and I'm about that life.
A little bit. And then like the only thing they have, or no, they think they have a bar. Shit. Yeah, they have one bar, and they all they have is just their community spaces, and that's it. And then you're just living there.
And everything has like graffiti on it.
The houses are really cute because the Sims creators did one of the houses. That's the reason that one house is like adorable. Somebody else did it.
That explains it. It wasn't Steve.
No. It definitely wasn't Steve. Steve he's not actually on probation.
Sum it up: modern industrial coastal town, because everything's a coastal town. 3 neighborhoods: Grimm's Quarry, Coffer Station, Port Promise. There's 13 lots, 2 apartment lots. One of the first places to get apartments that's not San Marino. 7 residential lots, 4 community lots. They got some handful of families, to sum it up. But yeah, like there's a chunk of it that's just not pretty to look at, and you don't want to live in because it's pollution on purpose.
It's just dirty.
Yeah,
it is.
And
just
I don't
dirty.
Like it. So yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I feel like that one's easy.
And then with Mount Komorebi, which is just gorgeous. It's pretty in the snow. It's pretty in the spring. It's pretty all over the time. Based on 2 Japanese islands, 3 different neighborhoods: Wakaba, Senbachi, in Yukimatsu. There's 14 lots, 3 rental lots, 1 bar, 1
I thought you were going to say Wakanda.
Forever. 6 residential lots, 3 inhabited, 2 uninhabited, 2 empty lots, 3 hidden lots. Has the festivals that are super cute. First world to have all lots built by Simmers. So the lots are cute. The lots are adorable.
Is that why they're so cute?
That's why they don't suck.
So I'm just gonna write down Mount Komorebi.
Yeah, I really liked that town, the city. So pretty. I love the bathhouse.
Its one drawback is like they can have blizzard thunderstorms. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds awful. I don't know what to do with that.
Actually awful.
Yeah, just go to sleep. Sleep through it.
I think I'll take blizzard snowstorms over pollution, though.
Same.
At least you can breathe.
You can hide from it.
True.
This next one's going to be super quick because it's super easy. It's going to be Oasis Springs versus Glimmerbrook.
Bye, Glimmerbrook.
This is my least favorite town.
Bye, bitch.
I hate this town. Really, the bar cements it. I hate this fucking bar. It's so boring. And you make a boring bar and you don't make a magical hidden bar beneath it like you should have. That's my biggest, like, you had a golden opportunity.
That's true.
And you missed it.
This bar, yeah.
I am not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. One of these days, I think Cowplant or whoever would like to be on a with me to talk about how much I hate that pack. We can do that.
Some of the houses are just not finished. Like there's the house in the back, the big one, not the big one, but the other one, because there's only 4 lots. There's 4 lots, 2 inhabited houses, 1 uninhabited house, 1 the stupid bar. The one of the houses just has a stairway to nowhere in the back. The fuck's up with that? Like what happened?
They're like, we're just gonna build a staircase.
Magic.
The nature aspect of it is very pretty, and like the lead up to the portal is gorgeous on the waterfall, super pretty, but like the things we actually play with, no. So Oasis Springs.
It's all style and no substance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's not even like it's not even like good style. It's like it's. I feel like Glimmerbrook is the fast fashion of the Sims world. It looks good until you try to wear it more than once, and now you got a hole in your armpit.
Yeah,
that's Glimmerbrook.
I agree.
See, I feel like they tried to give us some kind of magic after the fiasco of vampires from Sims 3, like Supernatural. They're like, let's do this little try to give him something. And then I just gave it to Steve again. And then, it just didn't.
As much as Steve tries,
Fucking Steve, man.
he gets distracted and doesn't finish it on time.
We don't blame you, particular Steve, if there is a Steve.
I do.
Need someone who can make you focus on your work.
Just get your shit together, Steve. Just get your fucking shit together.
We've done all the towns, so this next bat is just going to be fighting now. So we're down to the next round. It's going to be Willow Creek versus San Myshuno. San Myshuno for me.
Ooh, San Myshuno.
Ooh. San Myshuno.
Yeah.
San Myshuno.
I love your Willow Creek and all, but that Spice Fest forever.
Yeah, there's much more.
The Spice Fest. The Love Festival. Yeah.
The next one, Brindleton Bay versus Windenburg. Windenburg for me.
Ooh.
Windenburg. Hot chocolate for days, bitch.
Allie?
Yeah, Windenburg.
I like both their aesthetics, but they hold the same kind of vibe for me, but I think Windenburg pulls it off better.
Yes.
Exactly. And also, while I do love animals, there are no fucking stray animals just strubbling around when I'm trying to go, eat my fucking hot dog or drink my hot chocolate.
Not yet. We can make them, though. Next up is... Anything's possible in The Sims. Next up is Newcrest versus Brychester. I almost said Bridgerton again.
Newcrest and... Newcrest?
I think Newcrest... I'm not attached to Brychester.
And again, Brychester is literally just a place for me to visit. I'm not gonna live there. I'm gonna live there for a semester.
Bridgerton, maybe.
I think Newcrest.
I think Newcrest. What if Newcrest wins? How hilarious would that? We picked a town with nothing in it.
Want to know why? Because we get to create it ourselves. We get to put what we want in there. That is why.
Mount Komorabi versus Oasis Springs.
Oh.
Bye-bye, Oasis Springs. Actually.
Yeah.
I've spent more time in Oasis Springs, and it's got the people. Well, that's just because it came with the base game, so I don't know if that's fair.
But it's just kind of to me, Oasis Springs is.
You wish you could live in Mount Komorabi, but you're living in Oasis Springs.
Yeah. Because you know how I feel about desert areas, so I would pick Mount Korea, whatever, because I don't like to live in the fucking desert.
That's fair.
But I know that realistically, where my life is going at this moment, I'd be living in the desert. But,
live in the desert with a nice vacation home in Mount, in the snow.
No, I would live in Mount Korea.
I would live there too. What are the things we decided on again that we?
Okay, so they are. It is most usable lots, aesthetically pleasing, fun to visit, useful, and most played.
Fun to visit for sure. Mount Komorabi stuff is built in. I feel like I have to put a bowling alley down in Oasis Springs to go visit.
Yeah, I got to put something else in there for me to go visit.
I don't.
I think
Look, I'm not Team Oasis Springs because it's dirty looking. So all I can think of is having to constantly sweep.
That's why we didn't do Sulani.
Dust. It's just all dust.
But at least if I'm constantly sleeping in Sulani, at least it's pretty to look at.
Yeah, at least the ocean's there. That's fair. Yeah, I think I want Mount Komorabi.
Me too.
Same.
We see you though, Oasis Springs.
We see you and we appreciate you.
We see you, baby. Shaking that ass.
Okay, so now it's down to the final four.
It's the final count.
I'm gonna do the easier one first.
Oh Lord.
One of them is gonna be really hard. Okay, so Newcrest versus Mount Komorabi. I think
Mount Komorabi.
Yeah, Mount Komorabi.
Yeah.
There's better food.
Also, Newcrest is empty.
And look how far it got.
I know, right? It got so far.
How fucking sad is that?
just gonna put Mount. Okay. Windenburg versus San Moschino.
Oh my heart. Oh my heart.
Really, like, these last four, like, even with Newcrest being there so you can just build builds, like, these last four are the hard hitters, for sure.
Oh, I don't know what to. Oh,
Windenburg versus San Mich. Ooh.
My dream of dreams is what Vanity said of, like, a walkable city.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a part of me who loves a small community that has everything it needs all tight in a bow.
Same.
Oh.
These are two sides of, like, a good life. Both of these are, like, fun lives you could live.
I don't know.
So most usable lots.
Windenburg,
tie.
I use more of their lots.
San Moschino, you can't change anything. There's no empty lots.
And and they're all apartments, so there's not any homes, so it's a little bit harder to
adjust.
I think there's like one residential lot you can adjust, and that's like it.
Mm-hmm. It hurts me to dang it. I hate
this is actually just hurting me in general. So
yeah, aesthetically pleasing, they're both pretty. I think they match. Fun to visit has got to go to San Moschino. Those festivals come in clutch.
Those festivals are amazing.
I think I go to Windenburg more than in the festival. I ignore those festivals a lot sometimes.
If my Sim's new or I need them to make friends, I use the festivals for that. Like, just introduce yourself to everyone. Make all the friends.
Ooh, this is hard. Useful. San Moschino, really.
It's the festivals that are getting me, honestly.
Yeah.
It is.
And the diversity San Moschino brought, like, across the spectrum of builds and Sims and representation and food.
That's ooh. I think San Moschino. Ooh.
No! My hot chocolate!
Because I know how much you hate what's-her-face, but, like, that's a strong emotion, and strong emotions, like, you don't really... How do you care for anybody? Oh, no, you hate...
I don't hate anybody in Windenburg.
Mm-hmm. Is it Flex in Windenburg?
Is Marcus Flex in Windenburg? I don't know when he showed up. I just hate him in general.
He is in Windenburg. Oh, you have hatred on both sides. Dang it.
I hate everybody.
Dang it.
This is really hard for me. I play them both so much.
I know, right?
Like, I play both. Like, those are my two main towns. It's going to be either Windenburg if I'm playing, like, a family, and it's going to be the big city if I'm going to go be playing, like, a young adult.
You have them, like, young adult in the city, then when they're an adult having kids, or when they're an adult doing adult things, they go to Windenburg.
They go back to Windenburg, yeah.
That's the progression. I think I play San Moschino more. I think I'm there more often with Sims who don't live... I don't visit Windenburg too much.
Oh, but I do love candy, and you get candy in Windenburg.
Do you get candy in Windenburg?
Mm-hmm.
Candy, the DJ Candy, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant, like, to eat. And I was like...
No, the DJ. She's awesome.
She is cool. Yeah, so towny-wise, like...
Like, who are your neighbors going to be?
There's that one party house. That one house that has the DJs. The one is a DJ and one is just a pretty guy in a cardigan.
Oh, the bros?
Yeah. The bear house. Is it pronounced Fire? The Fire family?
Oh, the Fire Fest?
Yeah.
They have the Fire Fest? The Fire Fest.
Okay. This is hurting me. God dang it. What's the next one? Can we come back to this?
No, we need this one.
God dang it!
We're getting down the last two.
Who is this one going up against?
Mount Kohlrabi.
Ooh.
Also, because I also pulled this in the Sims 2 bracket, what town do you think has the best chance of actually competing in the Final Four?
Mount Kohlrabi.
Over Windenburg and San Moschino?
Yeah. It's San Myshuno and Mount Koreabi. To me, those are the two that are going to be the hardest. Those are the two that need to duke it out. And I hate it because I love Windenburg. It is my bae. But San Myshuno or Mount Koreabi are be the two that would be able to at least hold their own against Sims 3.
I agree. I think San Myshuno has the better chance over Windenburg.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. San Myshuno. Ooh, that was hard.
You feel like it's like, you know, you're like a Sophie's Choice happening, you know, like not without my daughter kind of a deal. Like,
I thought this would be more fighting, these brackets, but it's just turning to all of us being like, but I love them both, and I don't want to disappoint them.
It's just sad. It's not fighting. It's just depression.
So the final two, we have San Myshuno versus Mount Koreabi.
I feel like
I still say San Myshuno.
I still say San Myshuno.
Mount Koreabi is great and all, it really is, but San Myshuno it's the festivals. It's the fact that you can do that whole graffiti thing.
You could just stay in San Myshuno for, like, if you could not travel to other worlds, that one.
And never leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've done it. I have literally just stayed in San Myshuno.
Yes, I've done that too. And just moved to a bigger apartment.
Mm-hmm. Like, I've gone on vacation probably, like, just because I've gone on vacation, but you don't have to leave.
Everything. You're out of food, just go down to the food truck.
Exactly. There's a stall. There's food for everything.
I think we have a winner, the Sims 4 bracket.
Okay.
San Myshuno.
We have a winner.
Ooh.
And it was hard. This was hard. It was easy, and it was fun, and ha 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 ha. Fuck you, Forgotten Hollow, until it wasn't.
Because everyone forgot about Forgotten Hollow.
Yeah.
It's literally in its name.
It's in the name. Who will be the brave soul that has to get death threats from Ava for defending something not Magic Town?
Oh. You know what? I'll go in.
Okay, we got Vanity.
There we go.
Wait, what she's on what, Sims 2?
She's on Sims 1. Ava's in Sims 1 with the making Magic Town. Marissa's Sims 2. I know we went basic bitches, but you cannot deny Pleasant View with its drama and most of the other stuff is that we like from other packs.
I love Pleasant View.
It's just so good. Sims 3 will be Julia. I don't remember what they said the town was. I think it's also a Magic Town.
Oh, we got 2 foreigners in it. Oh, we got 2 Magic Towns.
Yes. I don't feel bad about our choice.
Oh, I love our choice. I don't know. Who won Sims 3?
I don't know. We recorded these all within a week of each other, audience, so we don't know some of the endings.
We're all kind of in the dark. And I think, it's kind of funny. I don't want to know.
I can see that.
I want to be kind of surprised.
Surprise going into the Final Four. Ooh.
Because Sims 3 is my baby, And so I kind of want to be surprised about what am I going up against because I don't want to be in fear. Okay.
That should be an interesting episode, though.
It should be.
So I guess you want to thank Chelsea Gale one more time for giving us this amazing idea.
Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea. I've literally loved what this has turned into because we honestly wouldn't have thought of a bracket challenge for Sims without that.
We're not sporty.
Because
this is super smart.
Vanity said sports balls at the beginning of this thing. So yeah, we're not.
I don't do. It's sports ball.
We're not sporty people because we play The Sims, y'all. We play The Sims.
Absolutely.
But
who would you guys have picked? I wonder. Would you have picked with us?
I'm wondering. I'm betting Sulani going out first round people are gonna get mad at us.
How much outrage is from that?
No, but you guys tell us what you guys think. Find us on all our social medias. We are at PlumBobCast on Instagram and Twitter, PlumBob Podcast on Reddit, Under the PlumBob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr. We have a website, undertheplumbob.com. You can contact us there, or go ahead and just email us at undertheplumBobpodcast@gmail.com. You can also rate, review, and subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you guys find your podcast at. And please, give us a review.
Yeah.
Leave us a review.
And if you rate, make sure that you review, because if you don't review, it doesn't count. So I would recommend just hashtag title for vanity. But whatever you so choose. Not going to be picky.
Hashtag title for vanity. Tell us who you choose in a bracket.
And why is it not Forgotten Hollow?
Tell us how wrong we did. Tell us who you think's gonna win. Because at this point, you've all listened to all four of them. So you guys know which one's going. So also tell us, who do you think's gonna win in the Final Four next week?
Yes. We will see. Hopefully it's San Mishuno. But, Vanity, fight hard for us. Fight hard.
I'm going in guns a-blazing.
Guns a-blazing. You gotta, shoot them shots.
Go in knowing we're probably not gonna win, but we're gonna throw punches anyway.
Yeah, got it. We're not gonna go down for the fight. There'll be no flawless victory here. That's a Mortal Kombat reference.
And I guess thank you to Sims Wiki, because that's where I got most of our information from today.
Ooh, I got my stuff that I put in there from Carl.
Yeah, Carl. Forever Carl.
But thank you guys for listening and for participating and for letting us know what brackets. And go ahead and email us. Tell us how wrong we are about how we got to what we got to. It's whatever. Oh, hey, Kiara. I just want to say hello again.
Hi,
are you 14 yet, Kiara?
My favorite 13-year-old, maybe 14-year-old.
Don't we have a birthday on the Discord? So we should know.
But Kiara's not on the Discord because she's too young.
Oh yeah, join our Patreon. We have a Patreon, and if you just give us $1, you get into our Discord where we have shell challenges and book clubs, and
you
we
guys
do
have
stuff
talked to
together.
us, some of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Top Hat Money gets the bonus episodes.
Right, bonus.
Those come out once a month.
The bonus episodes have turned into just us being like, I want to be talk about mysteries. I want to be a mystery podcaster. So we're going to do a podcast on mysteries. I want to talk about cryptids. We're going to talk about cryptids. That's what they're turning into now. It's like, but what if we were true crime?
But hey, we're going to do one on Basemental this time. We're actually going to keep it Sims related.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I really do want to do a drunk history one. I think we should do it. I really think we should do like a drunk history one.
We could do that.
Vanity, we should have done one for this month.
But we want to do a drunk Black History
Drunk
month?
Black History. Drunk Black History month. See how that goes. Next year. We got that. Next year.
We're already claiming it. February's Drunk Black History Month.
It's just gonna be a salt lick. Like, that's how salty it's gonna be. It's just gonna be a straight salt lick.
I know, we're just gonna be so salty the entire time.
Stay hydrated, my friend, because it's gonna get real salty.
Anyway, it's late. I can't.
It's late. I've had 2 whole craft beers. So there's that. And the last aftershocks of Adderall. Don't worry, it's prescribed. So, woo! All right, guys, but thank you for listening. Don't forget to save your game. Save it now, save it often. Wash your fucking hands, wear your fucking mask, and we'll see you for the final countdown next week.
Dun-dun-dun.
Buddies. Dag dag.